Hi, welcome to my kitchen. I like to call my kitchen the gathering place. And I even have a sign that says the gathering place. And we have that on the wall. It's because my kitchen is the place where people gather. And they gather because it's a warm, wonderful place where I prepare marvelous meals, if I do say so myself. My name is Jan Yarger. I am a wife, I'm a mother of grown sons, and a grandmother to 2 granddaughters. I'm also a retired nurse, and I am 67 years old. I'm going to have my 50th class reunion from high school coming up this summer. And so in September, I started going to Weight Watchers. And I've lost 31 pounds. I hope to lose a few more before my reunion. I just love your shows, Paula. And I know that you love to cook with butter. So do I. In fact, the way you cook is the way my mom cooked. And that's really the way I would prefer to cook. But unfortunately, because of this reunion, I don't want to have the pounds on. That's some of that of the richer and fattier foods caused me to do. So I went to Weight Watchers. And I also love Philadelphia cream cheese. Always have. I remember when I was a child and my mom would make cream cheese cheesecake, and she would put cherries on top, cherry pie filling or blueberry pie filling. And I would come home from school and there might be a piece left over, and what a delight it was to have it. It tastes so good. So that is why I wanted to join this contest, to show you how I have adapted some recipes, either from my mother's cookbook, or even I've done it with your recipes, Paula, where I have made them Weight Watcher friendly and more healthy, at least less fat. Today I am going to make for you my healthy Philly wild rice soup. I thought I'd start out by just telling you the ingredients that you will need. First of all, you will need wild rice. You need to get real wild rice, not the boxed kind that has white rice with it. This is available in Minnesota, where I live, very easily, but I know you'll be able to get it online if you can't find it in your grocery stores. You take a half a cup of this wild rice, put it in a little colander like this, and wash it under running water real well, because wild rice is very dirty when it comes out of the package. That is the first thing that you want to put on the stove, because it's going to take you anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes to cook the wild rice. And I have already done that, and I have drained it, and you can see my wild rice here. It puffs up and gets very tender. You want to taste it. Yes, that is tender, and it kind of just pops in your mouth. So you're going to need a half a cup of the raw wild rice, which when it cooks up makes about 2 cups. Then you're going to need 8 ounces of chicken breast. And again, I cooked this ahead of time and chopped it up into medium fine pieces. I cooked it in 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil, and then I added salt, pepper, and garlic powder to the chicken and cooked it and then cubed it. And I have saved the pan that I cooked it in, and that's the same pan I'm going to use to start my soup in a few minutes. You do need a total of 3 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil, and it will be divided through the recipe. You also need a medium onion, which I have chopped here, and about 3/4 of a green pepper, which I have chopped, and 2 stalks of celery, which is also chopped. You will also need the main ingredient to make this soup wonderful, which is Philadelphia cream cheese. Now I have chosen to use the whipped Philadelphia cream cheese for a couple of reasons. I feel it goes into my soup and becomes smoother quicker, and it has less calories than the what if I were to use 6 ounces of the regular Philadelphia cream cheese, and it tastes just as good. You'll also need 4 cups of chicken broth. You can get any kind that you want. You're going to need a can of 98% fat-free cream of chicken soup. And then I added a 4-ounce can of sliced mushrooms. I'm doing that just to kind of save some time. You certainly could cook fresh mushrooms and use those as well. To season it, you'll want to taste it as it's getting close to being done and add more salt, more pepper. I like to use a little pepper grinder. I also do use 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground red pepper, and that gives it just a little zip. This soup makes 8 servings, and if you happen to be on Weight Watchers, each serving is only 4 points, which is really wonderful. If you happen to be counting calories, it is 300 calories per